We're anticipating snow any day now, and I couldn't be more ready for it. Those long days of summer are behind us, and fall is leaving behind us as well, and we're moving into a new season, the dark days of winter. Our Canadian winters seem very long, and the days are so short. And where I live, we're surrounded by mountains, and it's often gray skies and dark and gloomy. I spend a lot of my time at home, and though I used to spend a lot of time in cafes and coffee shops, these days I make my own at home, and it's just a great way to warm up and feel cozy. I used to not like winter very much at all, and I wished it away because I really longed for those warm days of summer. But since farming and spending a lot of time outdoors and working hard, I really look forward to those winter months where I can spend my time dreaming again and going inwards and hibernating. I really love learning new skills, but during our busy season, it's kind of an action phase, and during this period, there really isn't a lot of new skills to learn because time is such a demand. But I see these winter months as a huge opportunity, and I don't plan on letting it pass me by. One of the dreams that I have is starting a blog, and I would really love to do that so that I can share some of my recipes over there. And that's something that I have been wanting to learn for a while, but I just haven't had the time to commit to it. I also have a lot of books that I plan on reading this winter, and nothing can slow down time like reading a good book. Getting a great night of sleep is one of my goals this winter, and that's why I'm so excited to introduce to you today's sponsor, ULTRAHUMAN's Ring Air. This is a smart ring that is so easy to wear, and it just looks like a piece of jewelry, which I love. One of the great things about this ring is that when you sleep, it tracks all of your movements, your heartbeat, your sleep cycles. And in the morning, it's going to give you a full report of everything that happened to you while you were asleep. And so it's really exciting to see this report when you wake up the next day. And it really gives you a better understanding of kind of your overall health when it comes to sleep. And then throughout the day, it tracks your heartbeat, HRV, which is heart rate variability, and all of your movement and steps and stress levels. And it's constantly giving you updates and goals to achieve throughout the day so that you get a better night's sleep. And ever since I've had the ULTRAHUMAN Ring Air on my finger, it's just been helping me achieve these goals throughout the day. It prompts you with breath work if you're too stressed, which I've done several times now, and it just really helps me. And every single night I've had a better night's sleep. ULTRAHUMAN was kind enough to gift both my husband and myself the ULTRAHUMAN Ring Air. And so it's just been so wonderful as a couple to be able to kind of compete with each other as to who's getting a better night of sleep, and also just monitoring ourselves because we both struggle with sleep problems. Ever since I've had the ULTRAHUMAN Ring Air, I've been motivated to go to bed a lot earlier, and I've been getting between 8 and 9 hours of sleep every single night, so it's definitely helped improve my sleep. If you're interested in checking out the ULTRAHUMAN Ring Air, which I highly recommend, they're having a 20% off sale for Black Friday. You don't want to miss out. And you can use the code TFW20 to get 20% off of your purchase. And if you're watching this after the sale has ended, you can still go ahead and use that code to get 10% off. So thank you to ULTRAHUMAN for sponsoring today's video, and let's head back into my video. Our hard work has really blessed us, and I am so grateful that I learned the skill of canning and preserving food. And this is something that I've been actively working on for over a decade. And I try to learn new skills every single year where this is concerned. And we were blessed with a huge amount of tomatoes this year. And although it's a wonderful thing, it's also quite a demand on my time and my energy. However, preserving food is definitely a top priority because we have the opportunity to grow so much here on our property, and it just makes so much sense to spend time putting food away for the winter. And this has saved us so much money in the past several years, and it is such a wonderful thing to have home canned goods as well as frozen foods that we grew ourselves, and it's all organic. Before my husband and I started farming in 2017, we actually worked for another couple that had a farm, and we both fell in love with farming. And the wife actually taught me how to can and preserve food. And I look so fondly on those days because that really started a whole new life for us that we didn't even know was waiting just around the corner. She had taught me how to can food because she didn't have time to do it. And I can definitely see why now, because running a farm is a lot of hard work and it takes so much time and so much energy. And it was very wise of her to teach everyone around her how to can and preserve food so that she wouldn't have to spend all of her time doing it. I have a very small canning room, And I'm very lucky to have this space. And it's also very full of spider webs, and it needs a very thorough cleaning and organizing. Our way of life has definitely changed and evolved in the past several years, but it didn't happen overnight, and we had to acquire a lot of new skills in order to make this lifestyle work. And becoming a lifelong learner can take you so far. There is no way that we would be farming or doing what we're doing if we didn't constantly learn new skills. My husband and I have a very big dream of one day owning our own piece of land, because the land that we are working right now is leased and rented, and it's not owned by us. So our biggest dream is to one day own our own home and piece of land to farm on. And although with the way that things are in the world, it seems like an impossible goal, we believe in our hearts that one day it will happen if we work hard enough. And this really keeps us pushing forward, and it keeps us working hard. If you have what feels like an impossible dream, I really recommend spending this winter to start planning it and taking action. Had my husband and I not taken action on the dream of farming, none of what we have now would have been possible. And it would have just been in our imaginations and a wish. But wishes don't often come true without taking action. And so I keep pushing forward, and this YouTube channel is just another dream that I've been working on, that I've been pushing forward with and taking action. And it hasn't been easy. It's been very hard for me to learn this skill. And in fact, it's almost a miracle that I've been able to do it, because I am a 45-year-old woman that didn't grow up with a computer, that didn't grow up with any sort of technology. And learning how to do this has been an impossible dream. And so my plan is to consider the future over this winter and consider new dreams and new skills that I would like to learn. And it just keeps pushing on and on. And the more that you do, the more you achieve, the further you go. And it's just a wonderful thing to be able to do. What is your impossible dream? I really want you to spend the time to think about it and think about what is possible for your life, because there is just so much out there and there's so much opportunity, and all it takes is thinking about it. A lot of our time now is spent in the dark. And these quiet moments are beautiful. It's so cozy to have some popcorn at night. We snuggle up and watch movies together and read books. And I just live for these days. And so winters are no longer something that I dread. I look forward to every minute of it because I can dream again, I can plan new ideas, and there's just so many opportunities for me to learn and spend cozy time indoors with the people I love. Another impossible dream that came true for us was having pets, because as renters, it can be very challenging to find a place where you're allowed to have pets or that are even suitable to have pets. But we have wonderful landlords that fully encouraged us to make this place our own and to be able to love and take care of these animals. And they've just made our life so much happier. And every day is a joy that we get to spend with them. Much of my time in the evenings is spent in bed. This is where I read and do projects, spend time with my husband, and just get really cozy. I'm starting a project of knitting a pair of mittens, and knitting is a skill that I have also been working on for about a decade, maybe a little bit more. And I've taken the past 2 years off of knitting, but I've decided to pick it back up because I find it to be very meditative and extremely relaxing. I've also been working on the final Outlander novel, and I've been at it for over a year, but I've been taking it really slow. Winter is here, and I couldn't be more happy about it. Thanks so much to ULTRAHUMAN for sponsoring today's video. And don't forget to go check out the ULTRAHUMAN Ring Air. Link and code is down in my description box, and I will see you guys next week.